Hello, ladies and gentlemen, StarCraft Nation. Zoe here from the StarCraft Squad, bringing you another user-submitted replay. Spawning on the bottom left is Arganis as the red Zerg. He is not our user submitter. Our user submitter is oGsNaDa. This is not the real Nada. I was actually recording a video, and he sent me a message, and I was like, holy shit, this is the real Nada, because, you know, I was just, like, surprised, and I was in the middle, I wasn't thinking. I'm like, oh, wait, Nada plays in South EJ, it's not him, but, cool guy I've been talking to lately, so, yeah, we're gonna monitor his play, make sure he's doing everything right. So, focusing hardcore on his build order. Supply depot down 10, good job so far. Should be sending out a scout on 11. Cutting probe, a little bit of SCVs, you need to constantly be building them, no little gaps there. Want to get your economy as high as possible. A little bit more of the slipping on the cutting probes. There's a barracks going down, or SCVs, excuse me. Should be sending out a scout soon. Do not see one anywhere on the map. Want to scout, especially on a map like this where there's multiple spawn points. You want to send out the scout about 10 or 11. Refinery going down a little bit late. Should have been done on 13, but that's fine. Cutting SCVs a little bit more. Just need to constantly be mindful of constantly building SCVs. Marine on the way should be seeing an orbital command as soon as this finishes. Still no orbital command, still no transfer of guys into the gas. Still haven't started scouting yet. So there's the orbital command. Getting 2 more guys in the gas. So a little bit of microfill there. Getting a bunker done over here. Not the best choice. Unless you're planning on fast extending. Still haven't planned on scouting it, so we don't know where our opponent is. Let them get into your base. You don't have to lift that off to put a reactor down. You can just place the reactor down immediately. Killing this drone. Still haven't planned on scouting. So right now, if we look at his mineral count, he's sitting on 500 minerals. Going to be building lots of Marines out of those barracks, but still haven't started scouting. If you're sitting on this much minerals, guys, and you can't get rid of it, put down a bunch of barracks, put down a factory, put down a command center, expand. Might as well. So right now, building SUVs, we're still sitting on a lot of minerals, though. Getting that second gas. Gonna want to do something with it, though. We're sitting on a lot of gas and building a bunch of Marines. I'm putting supply vehicles down there, not necessary, really. Building Marines. Putting more barracks down over here, not really the best choice. And still haven't even scouted yet. We need to find out where our opponent is. Factory going down, so we're dumping our minerals now. Need to be building more Marines out of here. Need to be keybinding our barracks, guys. We do not have any of our barracks keybound. Still haven't scouted. Looks like we... No, never mind. Putting a factory down here. The swallows not very great. I mean, a banding bus is going to destroy this easily. Most Zerglings can slip through these holes as well. Factory's down. Still no expansion on the way yet. We're over at supply depoting right now. We want to stay as close to our supply cap as possible. Not waste minerals. Still building Marines. Still haven't keybound all our barracks together. We need to get all our barracks on one keybind. Tech labs finished. Need to be getting some stim or some combat shield. Preferably stim first. So there's the stim. Still haven't really scouted, though. Still have no clue where the Zerg is if we go to his vision. Oh, okay, so we did scan. Looks like it was recently, so we do have the scan that went down, so we do kind of know where he is, but we still haven't sent in a scout with an SCV to see if he's expanded and see what kind of units he has. A lot of SCVs or a lot of Zerglings and a lot of roaches. These roaches are going to eat our Marines alive, guys. Marines do very little damage to roaches. Roaches eat Marines alive. Roaches pretty much one-shot Marines, especially when you don't have combat shield. Still no expansion yet. Getting the starport, though. We got a reactor down on the factory. I'm probably going to get some Hellions. That's a odd choice, so we're sending them out right now. But we're going to run into this army here. Oh, actually, we ran right past the army. Didn't even see us. So we're going to go in here, do a little bit of harassment. We need to actually micro this back a little bit better, pick off some probes. Getting the surround on the SCVs, though, losing those, so that's a very bad play right there. Starport's done. Right now we're building we're not building constantly, we're supply blocked, and here comes a pretty beastly force. So, Woloff's doing pretty good here. You need to get some SCVs over there to repair that bunker. A lot of roaches here, but we were able to hold off. We had double bunkers, plenty of Marines, plenty of Hellions, plenty of Marauders to hold that off. Need to be utilizing the starport. Probably want to expand right now, guys. Want to get expansion going. This is an economy-based game. You need an economy to live. Be careful of your Hellions. Don't want to send them in too quickly and lose them all in an early attack. Spine crawlers going down. Lots of roaches. You need to wait for the rest of your army. Here comes another push. There's the stim. You need to be very careful. Good job putting the Hellions in the front to absorb most of the damage. You need to focus on these spine collars. Spine collars are dead. You need to get that queen right there. And looks like we're going to be able to win this pretty easily. With the, especially, and no offense to them, but pretty sloppy play. And double stimming like that's not needed. See, all your guys got one-shotted by the things that came out. Don't need to be killing these larvae, guys. Go up here and do some more damage. Still floating in units. Got to be very careful of that. Don't want to lose them on accident. Medevac on the way. Didn't really need to load them up like that. Kind of just a waste of time. Still floating in units. Still building Hellions. Building more. Building a lot of this tech lab, but none of these other two. That's why you have to keybind your tech structures, guys. So you're constantly building out of all of them. And it looks like at this point we're going to win. Take a look at mineral count, though. We're at 400 minerals right now, so there's a lot we can be doing to improve at this point. And then that's GG. So, whoops, didn't mean to skip to the back there. Let's just go back forward right here. So, a couple things we need to point out. No expansion. Right now we're sitting at a huge amount of minerals, guys. As Terran, if you're ever constantly over 500 minerals, you're constantly producing out of all your tech structures, which would be barracks, your factory, and your starport, and you're still spending on that much minerals, you need to expand. Throw an expansion down here, throw an expansion down here. We got no upgrades. We did get the stim pack, but I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about from the engineering bay. Get some +1 weapon, +1 armor, throw down 2 upgrades, or throw down 2 engineering bays so you can move at the same time. We want to get combat shields and concussive shells for your Marines and Marauders. The build order, guys, for Terran is 10 supply depot, 12 barracks, 13 refinery. Try and stick to that. It's definitely needed. You need a scout. Scouting is 100% of this game. It gives you... You have to maybe... If you don't know what your opponent's doing, you're going to lose every time. If you're going mass Marauders and you don't scout he's getting a Spire, you're going to lose. If they're going mass Roaches and they don't scout, you're doing a Banshee Rush and they don't have Lair Tech yet, they're going to lose. So, scouting is a huge thing, guys. And like I say, in every game where I see this kind of stuff, he did a decent job of constantly building SCVs. But at this point, 13 minutes in the game with only 25, he was obviously slipping on it. Quite a bit towards the end, actually. He's got 100 energy. That's 2 mules or a couple scans you could use. So make sure you're constantly doing that. Guys, this is what I tell everyone. It's an economy-based game. You need an economy to survive. So if you're ever, sitting on lots of minerals and you can't seem to get rid of it, throw down the command center. You need to expand. You want to constantly be building probes. The late end game games where you're like, 25, 30-minute games, you're going to want to have about 70 to 80 harvesters. That's just standard for a late game. So make sure you're constantly building SCVs. That's it for now. Thank you for submitting. Make sure you check us out at StarcraftSquad.net. Submit your request at StarcraftSquad@gmail.com. And if you're interested in training, we charge $10 for training. There's going to be a training video on our channel, so make sure you find that if you're interested. And if you're interested, send an email to StarcraftSquad@gmail.com. It's $10. Do not send PayPal us immediately, because that's not the email we use. So make sure you send, if you have questions or want to do this, just email us, StarcraftSquad@gmail.com. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.